7 surprising things cats hate more than being picked up. Are you doing these? If you live with a cat, you already know they're adorable and also completely uninterested in your feelings. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't love cats, and you wouldn't be watching if you didn't feel that feline obsession somewhere deep in your soul. You know the look. You bring them the best food, the softest blanket. You rearrange your entire evening so they can nap on your legs, and in return, they blink slowly once and walk away. But here's the thing. Cats aren't just quirky. They're hardwired to be extremely sensitive to their environment. So today, we're not talking about the classic things cats hate, like going to the vet or getting picked up. We're going deeper. These are subtle, everyday things you might be doing that your cat not only dislikes, but absolutely despises. And some of them, you're probably doing with the best intentions. If you've ever been swatted mid-cuddle or felt personally attacked by a cold feline stare, stay right here. Also, hit subscribe if your cat has ever knocked something off a shelf while making direct eye contact. You know the look. Let's get into it. Point 1. Too much petting or the wrong kind of touch. You're gently stroking your cat, thinking, wow, this is our moment. We're bonding. And then, out of nowhere, they bite, hop off, and leave you bleeding and emotionally confused. Here's what's happening. Cats experience something called petting-induced aggression. It's a real behavior pattern. They want affection, but on their terms. When the sensation becomes too much, their nervous system reacts like it's being overstimulated. Think of it like a wool sweater that starts to itch after 10 minutes. At first it's cozy, then suddenly you want to tear it off. Key signals to watch for: tail flicking, sudden head turns toward your hand, twitching skin, ears angling back, or a freeze in body posture. Those are all signs your cat's about to reach their limit. Instead of long, full-body strokes, focus on short, gentle pets behind the ears, under the chin, or on the cheeks. Avoid the belly and the base of the tail, unless you know your cat loves it. Those areas are full of nerve endings and can trigger defense responses. Also, every cat is different. Some love being touched like royalty, others prefer social distancing, even with you. The best strategy? Read their body language like it's a second language. Point 2. Lack of control over their environment. Let's be honest, cats are control freaks, not in a malicious way, just in a "this is my house and I allow you to live here" kind of way. Cats are territorial. They need consistency. When the environment changes, say you move a chair, add a new rug, or bring home a friend with unfamiliar smells, it can completely unbalance them. It's like someone entering your room and rearranging everything while you're asleep. Scientific studies on feline stress confirm that predictability in the environment helps regulate mood and reduces cortisol levels in cats. In consistent spaces, that raises stress and can trigger hiding, aggression, or inappropriate elimination. Create stability. Feed them at the same time. Place their litter box, bed, and scratching posts in fixed locations. Add vertical territory, shelves, cat trees, or even cleared bookcases so they can survey the kingdom they rule. And if you're hosting guests, especially noisy ones, give your cat a quiet escape room with food, litter, and a hiding spot. Let them come out when they're ready, not before. Point 3. No access to fresh air or sunlight. Have you ever noticed how your cat can sit by a window for hours, eyes half closed, just basking in the sun or watching birds? That's not laziness, it's instinct. Cats need natural environmental stimulation, especially indoor cats. Fresh air, changes in lighting, natural scents, distant sounds. They help regulate your cat's mood, energy, and sleep. Without these, many indoor cats develop symptoms of boredom or frustration. Some even show signs of anxiety or what's known as indoor cat depression. It's more than just entertainment. Sunlight supports their circadian rhythm, impacting sleep cycles and hormone production. A lack of stimulation can lead to overeating, weight gain, and low energy. Solution? Window perches, cat-safe balconies, or, if you have the space, a catio, cat patio. Even a cracked window with a mesh screen can introduce them to the outside world safely. Cats don't need the great outdoors, they need a safe slice of it. Let's pause here for a moment. I'm curious. What's one totally bizarre thing your cat hates that doesn't seem to bother anyone else's cat? Is it a certain sound, a piece of furniture, a random sock? Drop it in the comments. I promise, other cat parents are going to relate. Point 4. The vacuum cleaner and other noisy appliances. You know what sends a cat into survival mode faster than a visit to the vet? The vacuum cleaner. From your perspective, it's loud and annoying. From theirs, it's a roaring, unpredictable beast with wheels. Cats have incredibly sharp hearing and can detect high-frequency vibrations that we don't even register. Some household items like hairdryers, dishwashers, or even blenders also trigger the same panic response. Desensitization can help. Start by just leaving the appliance out, unplugged. Let them sniff and investigate. Later, run it briefly in another room. Pair it with a treat or some playtime. Over time, they may come to tolerate it, or at least not flee under the couch every time you clean. And if you can, vacuum when your cat's in another room with soft music or white noise. It makes a big difference. Point 5. Strong artificial scents. Here's the thing. Cats experience the world mostly through scent. Their noses are 14 times more sensitive than ours. So when you light that lavender candle, spray your citrus cleaner, or plug in a vanilla room diffuser, you may be unknowingly giving your cat a full-blown sensory attack. Common scents cats hate include citrus, mint, eucalyptus, and strong perfumes. Even worse, some essential oils can be toxic. Symptoms might include sneezing, avoidance, vomiting, or lethargy. Stick to unscented or cat-safe products. Clean their litter box with baking soda or mild soap. And never spray air fresheners near their food or bedding. If your cat suddenly starts avoiding a room or area, ask yourself, what new smell did I introduce? Point 6. Inconsistent routine. Cats are natural clock watchers. They wake you at 6:03 because you fed them at 6:05 last week. They know when it's mealtime, nap time, playtime, and when you're late to bed. Disrupting their rhythm creates stress. You might not notice it at first, but the signs build: refusal to eat, over-grooming, hiding, or aggressive behavior. Even weekend sleep-ins can mess with their inner schedule. Try to maintain a consistent rhythm. Feed them around the same time every day. Schedule short interactive play sessions. Keep bedtime calm. Cats don't need strict regimens, but they do need reliable expectations. A predictable routine helps regulate their nervous system. And a regulated cat is a happy, affectionate, and much less chaotic cat. Point 7. Boredom and lack of mental stimulation. Imagine being stuck in a studio apartment with no internet, no books, no phone, just the same squeaky toy you've had for 3 years. That's your cat's daily life without enrichment. Cats are hunters by nature. Their brains crave stimulation. Without it, they can become lethargic, depressed, or even destructive. Start small. Rotate toys weekly. Use food puzzles to activate their brain. Hide treats around the house. Place a bird feeder outside the window for entertainment. You can even train your cat to do tricks or run obstacle courses. Yes, really. Clicker training works on cats too. Not because they want to please you, but because they love the reward. A bored cat is a behavior problem waiting to happen. An engaged cat? That's a content companion. So, if your cat has been acting out or just seems off, it might not be personality. It might be one of these 7 things. Tuning into your cat's silent language and unmet needs can change your relationship entirely.